Shades of stadium for E Arena, a position they'd love to play towards in a final circle, but let's see if they can win out versus Orangutan. Straight through the door, and it's easy cleanup on the opening two players. Arrow and Wizgard down in a matter of seconds. Back down to a duo once again.
Concrete inside. Godlike though dealing with Nongshin Red Force. What? Tizzy just lets him run straight into the barrel.
God damn. Shotgun straight to the cranium. Blows him away. Godlike clapped back upon from Schweppes in the distance as well. Gets an angle onto him. This is looking tiresome for both teams. Potential points here.
Why not? Honestly, grab them where you smokes. Get the reses. They missed the first molly. At least challenge the res. Goodness me, man, you're going to go down to a perfectly placed Molotov here from Alula. I mean, just stamping away here. Reefus again does find Aru, leaving AKOP inside. Will be able to grab win. Actually, didn't even grab that. Top was able to steal it. But for OG, they live a lot longer than expected. But with 0 eliminations, they will not get a huge amount off this game other than the placement points involved. AKOP inside. Has to move soon, might just end up denying the point here. Reefus spraying in, has 217 bullets as well, so they have had a lot of loot crates to pursue and peruse.
Akop just trying to keep himself sustained and run the clock down on this one as long as possible. See if he can deny it out to the blue potentially, because if he goes running in there, that's just another point for Aurora.
Just try and get an extra placing on this run, but I don't think anyone else is going down anytime soon. Still more. He's mistimed it. Yeah, unfortunate.
Seems like the Horror fans enjoying this one so far, getting quite loud there. You see the banner flying. Aru. Oh, going back in. Let's see what he can do in a DBS. Wants to prove he's the DB best up close and personal. On to Schweppes with the opener. Not ideal for his teammates though, as Joker strikes with a shotgun and Turney K outside twists the knife. Another one falls. An orangutan, it all goes down to just Aru. Trapped behind the bike sheds and laid out by E Arena. This is the establisher. You can see the fight here from the top down. QZZ with a nade into the ditch. Manya very low, but backpedals into safety with cover to play with.
First nade goes long here. X-Power holding down the fortress, keeping that drawbridge pulled up. Takes a fair bit of damage here, but he's refusing to move. Manya will reinforce the front gates. Actually, he goes for a swing by, try and get some information on that. So Eagle's going to move around, understanding the position has been compromised.
Slowly trying to take some space back. Godlike getting involved with the fight. That's Manya just outside the window. Big Papa Pump in his hands. So many teams crunching in.
Yeah, good Molotov here, but really good timing from Godlike as they move into this one, just leaving Aching alive here for Tiamba. E Arena on the upstairs with the 4v2v1. Really good stuff. I mean, this is a good entry point coming through for Godlike, and they understand if they can get rid of 2 teams, they're going to be opening up a lot of space down here. Edmino still at high HP count, but Manya finally does fall here to a nade from Mormon. Tiamba goes down.
Smoke on the stairs. Mormon's going to clear it. Oh, straight in with the clothesline. Whoa, the turnaround. Mormon saying feed me more as Godlike charge into him. Quick decision, but not fast enough on the mantle. And Sume will save it, but at what cost? The only player left alive for the squad.
I mean, Godlike need more men now. They're only down to 1.
Just be signing their death warrants on entry. Axel being shot in the... Sume still just guarding the stairs with a nade pin pulled. He's going to go down. Razak going to dive around the corner. He wants to punish him with a shot. He will find it.
He can't come through here for repairs. Bullets though.
Yeah, only 18 left. One in the clip, 17 in a hole. Let's see if he can turn some bodies cold on this push-up. Top going to drop down back behind the car. So nice. Aurora taking a fair bit of damage. More reserve taps now. Got to find himself some ammo to play with. Switch it out to the Tommy just to keep the pressure on them. Suppressive fire.
Yeah, spraying it through.
Ooh, that's Vitality as well, with Razy hitting a very big blow back onto Godlike. A lot of fights breaking out across the battleground, individuals being knocked. Ulf coming in with some show-stopping rotates. Oh, right into the nade. WizGod had that one ready for him.
Got it primed. I mean, for Ulf, Aaron comes in swinging. But yeah, got shot down very, very quickly there. Scarface looks to send a nade, but I don't even know if I think it's worth it anymore to go for this.
S2G going down early. Not really acclimating too many points on this one. It could be the dream recovery for Aurora if they can keep it up. Unfortunately for Godlike, Adamino unable to withstand the hit.
Barge over towards OG. Tanky's already down. Another nade towards the backside here. Good damage from Hyunbin, as always. Looking very, very strong. Hits the deck. Good dodge on that. Second nade's a bit stronger though. Aru now needs to get back into action. The rest of Nongshim Red Force lagging behind as Flash still continues to create a little bit of a nuisance for them in tops.
It's back and forth blows, but Orangutan still being able to withstand. Uncomfortable for Nongshim, actually, man. Yeah, that's a nice flick back up towards the Wizard Tower, and it keeps him pinned in position so he can't provide too much Overwatch.
It's a cool side swipe coming through from tops as well. Caused so many problems on the backline there for Nongshim Red Force. Just one.
Yeah, we're going to get the next zone unveiling itself in the next 20 seconds or so. It's Godlike. Not much you can do about that. When the flying vehicle launches over the top, the bunny rabbits bound on into your sightlines. He wasn't ready for it, which is kind of unfortunate. Next circle, though, comes in Jukes, and it will head over to the west. So I think the Galaxy do have to get on the road. Ulf fairly happy in their compound, but Godlike are putting pressure on.
Yeah, Godlike. Remember, S-Power said the domination starts now. Let's see if they can actually make that thing, though, as they got Ulf right behind them. They're super pinched, making it very difficult for them to make a play from their position. And now you can see Scarface getting up close and personal. S-Power trying to smoke some things out, buy his teams some time. It's going to be up to him and Admino, though, as they are just trying to hold this spot. Unfortunately for them, though, it's outside of circle. Yeah, so now Ulf are in a perfect position to gate cardi this. Oh, nice shots, though, from Admino. But unfortunately, those smokes are perfectly put, and he's not able to get the thirst.
The nade is up high, doesn't quite go the distance. It went completely out of his viewing angle there. If it had been just a little bit further, that could have been a straight knock there. Oh. S-Power gets across. And just to get some healing started as well, but that blue zone pressure is coming through. We're looking at OG and E-Arena, as well as Enigma Galaxy, also having to make moves in the meantime, Dukes, and move in from this east edge. Tiamba gonna have to move. There is a lot of teams that have to make some difficult decisions now, and OG are making it right now. They're gonna roll straight on forwards, try and get dead center here, and contest with Enigma Galaxy on the coastline, into Vitality sightlines as well. They drop down, and 3 of them managed to get across.
See if Tiamba, though, can put even some more points and get this chicken dinner. They already have 10 eliminations. They're looking pretty unstoppable. S-Power forced to hit the deck. Ulf now with those sight lines just punishing them. I mean, they have this position locked down.
You needed Admino to be on an angle there to suppress Ulf, but no, not quite there, not quite ready, didn't have the presence, and it's a difficult spot on the north side, so I can't really blame them too much there. Now the transition to the rest of the circle. A knock over towards Tiamba, and the final flush onto Godlike as well. Roof, and a couple more positions beside. Admino looking to stop the run out from Vitality, and they will have to run out with the circle shifting central.
Oh, Admino's got this unlocked. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to see a crazy shot here from Vitality to help this team out. I know that there is an AWM somewhere around there. And oh, nice shots there. They know exactly where he is. They say, oh, you think you have this down? Oh, that headshot though said, okay, how you like some of that? So, oh, that looks like it is Eagle going down. Oh, there's the AWM. Brazy's got it. Said, peek me. I dare you. I dare you to go over that rock. I told you! That is it! Razy taking him out!
Boom! Takes him down from behind the rock. What a pickup coming through from the shot. At the end of the AWM barrel. Beautiful stuff. They baited him into thinking it was a rifle fight as well.
Yeah.
Little tickle trades, and then he was like, I'm going to win this trade surely. And then he's like, bam, bam. You didn't expect that. Claps back, and immediately now Godlike down to 2 players alive.
Now here comes Team Vitality on the push.
They're looking to roll around. 2 players now remain for Godlike. Federales leads the charge into the position. S-Power first to face. Molotov on the window, burns him down, immediately toasts him. And now S-Power on the inside has more to say. The suppressor on the end of the SK-12 makes it quiet, but it's speaking loud with it. And he looks for more as well. 3 players fall at the feet of S-Power, and he looks for the flushes to keep it going. Manya will not be in this fight just yet as he drops for another flush, and in comes the backup. Manya.
He hit him with the Molotov, and now Razak is down to 1 HP,
And there they go!
S-Power with the 1v4!
Ascendancy coming through for Godlike on the north side. Vitality, they thought they'd taken enough out of them, but no! The gas in the tank, burning! Something special about it. I love to see it. I absolutely adore it. With 5 eliminations now in the game, Godlike looking to keep their march going, but they have to get across some open ground here. E-Arena will be fully aware.
Let's see how
An impression on this match, Godlike can hold their heads high on their route out of this game. You can lock down a knock, or maybe even a flush. Ida getting rolled down by Orangutan there. Nicely done, but there's still a little bit more to do. Ida being devastated yet again. Rita now the last to stand. Aru and Atanki about face for another approach. Rita cooking a nade to try and slow things down, but there's an off angle coming through from E-Arena, who is stepping up and forcing him over the ridgeline into the firing line of Orangutan, who get 4 elims on the game and send Ida packing.
There we go.
Lose from Ulf as well as Orangutan. Atanki may be the first of those to go down, but does take a fair chunk out of loss before he goes out. Other matches, those solo outposts that are near those recall towers, which are a major feature in Rondo. They were the team to take that dynamically to that fight in a way that we haven't seen from many others. Oh no, S-Power goes down to a guard.
Not good. Schwepp's hurt and gonna get caught by a beautiful angle from a cop. And that's what happens, is that if you're just so used to dropping in one particular area.
Team to try and deal with. Orangutan sidling on into the fight. Tizzy using the bus's cover. There's a nade from Atanki, but the pin goes back in. And Eren, the solo left in the situation for Ulf, is going to find the backlines for Orangutan and slow their approach towards this Nongshim outpost. The 2 players they've got there can just live a little bit longer, but Atanki keeps the pressure up, and Orangutan keep marching.
Man, great movement from the side of Tizzy and Kyunbin. They are outplaying so many of these players here. So good at this urban fighting. Their peaks, their timing, just impeccable. Wizgot, though, with that nade, looks good. Tizzy jumps away and gets peppered only a little bit. Pulls the pin again. And you can see they're utilizing those doors so well. But how about that nade? That one looks good.
Ooh.
Tizzy jumps away from it once again. He's not falling for that one.
I like the attempted utilization of the smoke to stop the vision on the nade arc as it was coming on through. But Tizzy read that one nicely. Knew exactly what they were going for. That nade doesn't connect either. Still has a couple more. The shotgun around the corner. Steps in for it. Wins the trade. And immediately Eren snaffles that point away. Aurora with top. The man on the spot only needs the 1 shot to take down Salme, and now he wants more. S-Power with the nade, can't quite connect on towards top, but he spots him running up, has the nade cooking. This could be perfect, needs it over the top, a lot of damage, and the spray to convert. That is good for Godlike.
Great work from S-Power there. So he can be styling and looking good like a lot of these players are. Let's see how S-Power is going to look, though, in this 1v1 against Atanki. It is India on India action here. That's that Molotov. Oh, yeah, he's like, all right.
It's probably going to play quite well for them, I think, Jukes, and that is a great result for them, given that they're in 3rd place right now. E-Arena in 1st place. They haven't had an impact on this game so far. They were pushed away very, very quickly. There's S-Power. Holds the corner, but yeah, there's a 3rd-party angle. Well, a 2nd player on the opposing team angle coming on through. Like, yeah, I just pick a point around the circle. Yep. I attach myself to that. See what we're going to go for. Another hard shift is crazy, but it's a crazy fight unfolding for Godlike as they find one, try and trade it around the corner with Team Flash, and Tops goes down, put into the meat grinder there.
Gatekeep.
For Nongshim.
Did they spot him?
A spiteful look in his eye, a glint.
Now we're back.
Hey, they're more than alive. They're kind of thriving on this northwest side in that fight. Goodness me. Godlike losing their backstop there as Mino goes down. And now playing on as 2. Chunks being torn out of everyone as Tony K continues to turn up the heat. Right, without that P... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. I think Joker was able to recover the P90 just there.
2G said, no, sir, not today.
Not getting in here. Access denied. Hey, you know what's brilliant?
What's that?
Eda didn't hot drop, and now they're in the final circle.
Oh!
Isn't that great?
It's almost like it was a good idea.
Who'd have thought? Who could have thought that not dying immediately would be a good idea? Orangutan trying to break out from their combat on the north side, but again, so open. Two teams with broadside on you. I don't think you last that much longer here. A cop on that north edge. I feel like we're just waiting for him to go down here.
Oh, yeah.
And he falls.
Goodbye, and S2G finally started to make some noise here in Erangel. Them, like, for example, in the feed, you hear the shots.
Sure.
Maybe you do a little bit extra to try and take them out as Godlike started to make some noise. There's S-Power with the run over. No fear getting taken out, but Sleepy. Oh! We thought he was going to get the thirst, but Godlike was right there to support his teammate. And a huge save there, right on time.
The Arena are looking to come in for the third party from the west side here. They've already got a scout close by, and they've seen the Elam feed lighting up as well. Manya looking to suppress with an nades. Good bounce. Finds Sky on the flush. Will Arena be here on time? And Tiamba are going to join in from the north side as well. They could have an impact as they roll on up towards this engagement. A lot of players down, and there go Horror. Taken out, knocked for 6, Godlike able to send them to the bleachers.
Oh, but here comes Tiamba looking to make things difficult for the side of Godlike. Admino is stuck with QZZ right there. Godlike get that fight done pretty quickly, but they're gonna have to make a sacrifice. Oh, the tire busted out from Anya and taken out as well. So man, Godlike just not able to catch a break here.
Tiamba able to rock in with a good third party there. Vitality a little bit late to get involved. Arena wanted to maybe think about it, but they were too spread out on the western side.
Nongshim trying to get an opening knock here on the OG. They gotta be careful here. They're getting mighty close. Oh, and Hyunbin gets that opening knock. Nongshim, are they gonna press this? Looks like they are. Hyunbin up close and personal. It's Nongshim Red Force versus OG, and OG are getting picked apart here. Aru's gotta find a way to buy himself some time for his team.
Okay, well, I mean, a good answer over towards Nongshim. That knock over there is going well. In the meantime, Ulf lost a player. I believe that went over to 4 Thrives over in Ferry Pier as well. Zaru gets... Oh, hang on a minute.
Power.
Godlike.
Oh, S-Power with the double.
Godlike?
Godlike from the other side saying, we need some of these eliminations.
Just a cop left for Orangutan. Needs to get Aru back, and S-Power says, you know what? My work here is done. Peace out.
See ya.
Sends back. There are only 2 players staying there for too long. We're overwhelmed, but they've lost a player on the roll-up. Orangutan try to hold it down, but will not be able to face. For the longest time in this game, they've just been on this west side, waiting, playing that edge, assessing the situation. But now they need to start to move forwards, and that is not how you want to start it. Salme immediately goes for the flush, and he's going to go unpunished for the moment. I don't think they've got an answer here. A nade up and into the top floor of the window for Tony K doesn't connect as S-Power hiding somewhere else in the building there. Will not find that fight. So for E-Arena to lose a player here, I mean, that's great news for the teams chasing them.
Yep, huge news, and Godlike.
It may be a struggle to fend off all the teams in Ferry Pier, but once they're there, they have a fairly isolated area. Survive quite deep into this match, but the transition over to the hills.
Kind of waiting to hopefully have these teams in the middle start fighting so they can...
Enigma Galaxy finding the back tail of Al-Ula and able to drag that one back. Claws does fall. As E-Arena is still trying to dislodge Godlike. S-Power with the shotgun, tries to find one, steps into a nade, but not before getting a knock. Now it's all up to Salme. Has got a nade cooking. Still with the pin pull, drops it down, nearly finds it as Schweppes tries to move up to support Turney K and get that res. S-Power falls, and Salme has Mormon now to handle. Gets the first lick in with that shotgun, and Mormon has to back up.
S-Power had that. It was such a fortunate nade there. Samway has the right-hand priority. That's what he needs. Catches it on the Mormon and gets the knock, but great teamwork there from Schweppes to get the nice 1v2.
Because the Uzumaki Naruto event is now on with the Naruto character set as well as the Ninetales Fury Org. S-Power bringing a lot of fury to the lobby at the moment as well. Cannot hold on. In comes Godlike. They don't care. They're going straight past.
We hear the Godlike theme music start playing, and they want to cash this one in as they drive past, steal Elims where possible, but focus on the bigger picture, getting into the zone. and starting to advance into an actual controllable position on this one. Coop's going right back towards him. They're going to pass each other.
Okay. I don't want to say rare, but he's been making some good flex outs this game. Sometimes his flex out can feel a little bit questionable. This time I was super happy with him, blasting the toe caps off of Scarface as well. It was really incredible to see. Just give it one more bullet, and that was enough. Hazaifa up on top. Godlike tried to send it. Got further and further in, but Hazaifa laying down the law.
It's a great peek. Might actually be able to double down, and he certainly will. Godlike eating the bullets from the elevated peak there of 4 frags as Hazaifa.
It's almost a dreamlike experience versus Sleepy. Deja vu once again, there's no fear, drops to the plate, but OG, they come in to pick up the pieces. And that's 4 thrives down. No fear, taking some shots once again, but Sleepy is out, and OG with a fantastic third party onto it. Oh dear me, for 4 thrives. The horror experience continues.
Going to be crunching back in onto Silence as well, and he's low on HP right now. Nate's thrown all over the shop.
He's worried. So he should be. Might just get the first aid kit off here. Pulls it off in time. A tanky though, going low, gets the heal. Watching on as his team struggles up against the forces of OG. Either now looking down towards them, punishing. Only Ayala left for the squad to move forward. Vitality found themselves a decent position, and somehow Nongshim Red Force have been able to swing down towards the southern side of the map. So for the moment, S-Power and Admino just not giving up though. They're going to send in good shots from Eren, tries to take down Win quickly, but Godlike's in through the back lines. One player left alive here. Scarface tries to hold it down, but cannot keep the hope alive here for Ulf as S-Power takes advantage of the momentary distraction, and that's just with 2 players here. Now they look to take the task versus Ida. It is Godlike, Ida. At 3 versus 3, nades forward, it's good. Straight to the vehicle, opens up the boot, looks for more.
They thought they found the weakness. The isolated off-angle play from Salme. They run him down with the vehicles, but he blows away the first line of defense with a nade and leaves them in dire straits now. 2v3, trying to pull back while still fighting. Last bit of offensive utility thrown out by Salme. He's got to get his head down. Off-angle split between the 2 Ida players. S-Power from range, putting shots on target. Darkin waiting for the peak. Throws the nade over. Could be good to at least force S-Power back out into the open.
Good damage over towards S-Power there, like you say. Doesn't force him out though, he just holds his ground. Nade bounces off the rooftop, but Salme's not bothered. Darkin now swinging side to side, just about gets to cover, but not before S-Power hits the shot. Now just Rita all alone. The rest of Godlike pushing down into him.
The terrifying trio of Godlike being fired up. The ferocious crowd here in France giving them their energy. Chant after chant, screaming the name Godlike, but can they do the arena proud as Rita makes a move? Bullets on target, gotta hit the deck. He's low, he's trapped, and Godlike know that they are inches away from grabbing the chicken dinner. Salme with the elevated peak, they're looking for the shots. Rita, gotta make the move. Peeks back up, fires the warnings over. That's one knocked as Rita looks to hold on. Can he somehow clutch this?
Ooh.
No! Cut short in the final moment as Godlike find it.
S-Power right at the end. Look dire, look bad, but he brought it back into full, clear picture. Godlike grabbed themselves a chicken here. They've been getting closer and closer to that meal, and it's here right at the end of the day.
But if you're fortunate enough to be here at EWC 26 for PMWC, you'll hear that organization's name echoing through the hall as the fans cheer on their squad. Even bruised. Orangutan rocking up, oh, doing the classic strat. Ain't got time to stop. Cruising through one by one. Aurora eating the shrapnel, and that's Orangutan taking the heat straight to Aurora. So 104 points is where their day of big earners ends.
I love that from Orangutan, honestly. There's been so many times where they have had struggles over towards this eastern side. AKOP just trying to swing on down, will immediately get shut down for that. That was a bold maneuver. The rest of Aura moving up. Last player alive is Aru, and he is down and out.
Melt this weakness. They're coming in for a close collapse behind the vehicles, putting the pedal down to the metal. With S-Power gone, goodbye Godlike.
And that is Bo Z right now for Flash. Admino moves in, Reefus is down straight away. Some good shots off right there, leaving Aurora in a bit of a pickle, only 2 players alive. They're over towards the north side of Test Track, but a good showing there from Godlike. But at distance, Manya up to the rock, but realizes he's got to push back off this one. Tony K, full broadside here. Manya should be able to pick up this flush. Good nade again, though. Now just S-Power. A lot to do, but this is the man to do it.
He's the clutch factor. Whoa, saved by the bell on the nade, so low. Able to keep his head above water for a few more seconds.
Good bounce back.
Squad,
oh my God.
Bounces over, shuts down S-Power. Salme out, Adamino, the only one left now. That deployable cover barely keeping him alive.
3 players up still for E-Arena, looking to get further into this game. Admino might be able to go for the res if he goes for it now. And then they're going to sweep round in the vehicle, try and figure out what's going on back there. S-Power still down, knocked. Schweppes moves up, goes for the drive-by, has the information, and that is Godlike out. So as E-Arena going straight into match 2. Good nade over the top from AKOP, opens up the door here for them to move in. Hazaifa leaning onto this one. AKOP's down, leaving just Wizgod. Goodness me, Nick McGalaxy's still going, and it's Lord of all people. Oh, and finally taken out, but top 3 now. Nongshim Red Force ever closer to a chicken dinner and set themselves up alongside with E-Arena.
Roll over to the ridgeline there on the shoreline. But Mormon's been spotted. Okay, Sky is still going. And the Arena not safe yet, not out of the woods. As Godlike and Orangutan still continue to clash. Up the stairs, Godlike. Look for it, but the drop down is caught. And there's the crash.
Here it is.
Take one down and the Arena fall.
But this next zone's going to make things interesting. But here we go with a huge battle. It's Fudia versus OG. Fudia in 8th place right here. They need the win. Oh, that nade looks good. That should get a confirmation. It doesn't some way, somehow. Bad nade there, but all of a sudden, they are able to get some knocks. Silence is going to go into the building, eating some blue zone. Fudia are getting peppered. Little by little, he gets away with just 1 HP.
Oh, Wizgod steps out. He's looking for more. He's got the shotgun shells under the car. The blue zone's ticking, but it's not going to matter. Wizgod strikes back against Furia, but now Horror here, and he's got a sliver of HP to play around with. They'll know he's here, and Fear rolls over the top of the hill. Wizgod, what? He didn't see him. He should hear that.
Hello.
No! With his back to it. Will take the shots, but not find the knock.
Scarface. So full-on engagement here between Ulf as well as Godlike.
Already big shots being connected, and it's wiped up so quickly.
Sadly, that's just not the case. Trying to get back into the mix of it now, though, as Milu. So let's look for these nades.
Maru on about half HP there. AKOP in the back line. Ooh, nice arc from Milu. Milu the madman, when he's feeling himself, he can do so much damage on the battleground. He's got backup from the boys. If they can get out of this one cleanly, maybe they can at least try and ruin some of the runs for the other squads above them. And Milu keeps it going to get that flush as well, so that will remove Aru. Hard cut him out. Blue coming in to make it a bit more suffocating between these two sides.
Quite a few nades already expended here from Tiamba as well as OG. We're right in zone 2 now. Blue starts to tickle a fair bit. QZZ gets a bit panicked there. Will drop a couple of shots through and then immediately send in Milu. He's just going to prime the nade. That's a nice one from him. Good patience. Lets it go through. Is he going to peek this onto AKOP? It's me. Does not care in the slightest. Friendly fire. Denies the point.
Oh, yeah. And they're going to bounce around, make sure they clean up on that one.
Hey, he's got that big iron on his hip. He's ready for the fight. Godlike, try and take him down. You're going to have to do better than that. One more under the belt for Falak, but he goes down to a long-range third party, and the circle goes south too. Over to S2G.
You can see Kamikaze spreading out.
The fight is teetering. We are on a knife's edge.
Here we go. We can hear the crowd chanting S2G because they know they have the high ground. They do lose that building, though, so that backstop there by Soulk. He's going to have to jump on down and look at this position.
Vitality's position, it's so suppressed. Oh, the links coming into play, and there's a knock over towards top. S2G find the backline. That's not going to be resable. 3 players now for Aurora with their chance to take it all away, but S2G with only 2 limbs, they don't need any more than that. All they need is the win, and with 3 teams beneath them. Oh, look how important Aurora think this res is. Top desperately calling for assistance. It's needed, and Kamikaze rolls out to try and suppress it, but no, lost back behind the tree.
Zol with the critical shot to the off angle from Doc is able to knock a player from S2G, and here comes Aurora.
They're rolling in.
Move. They got the shot. It's all Doc, baby, shutting them down.
Kamikaze now, the last player for S2G. It's still doable. It can still be done, but it would need a miracle. Reefus turns his attention towards the backline, so Vitality still sits living. 4 players alive, all rezzed up. They might be the ones to take it all.
It's Kamikaze versus the world. If he somehow takes this, it's game over. Ayala by himself. Reefus dominating this lobby, and Vitality's in trouble.
Kamikaze in the center of the circle with the assistance from Ayala could suppress that position from Aurora. If they get Zol back up, that does change the tune. And Kamikaze has the broadside. Reefus goes low but stays alive. And down go S2G. Aurora keep it going. We are going to Miramar.
We are going to the desert, and we only knew that in the last second. That one was way too close for comfort. And S2G, you can see the look on their faces, the devastation. It could have been over right then, right there.
You got Ulf here as well that have been hit from pillar to post on their movement throughout this game. They ran into OG. Bit of damage done. I mean, 2 players already hard flushed out. One of them knocked up on the ridge side. It's Aru, the last remaining member, throwing the nades down. That's nearly all of the offensive utility used as well, just the Molotov. So broken bottles and his teammates gone as the fire spread.
He is quick with the positioning. Neither team wants to make the play. Kamikaze is trying to get in. Hamzy G up front, doesn't go very low. He goes, what happened?
He's bounced off the geometry and gone flying up in the sky, but their dreams might be dashed back down to reality as Hamzy G hits the deck. Punishment play onto Alula.
The arena with just Joker left alive. Hamzy G trying to keep this game in contention. Lost hits the deck, nade out, air bounce there. Doesn't get the damage through. The last to make it happen. Gravity, the real villain. What a game. What a finish. What a disappointing finish for both S2G.
One more game then.
One more game. Finish on the last. Will we get a smash on that last game? There's a lot of teams in contention for it. It still could be that 4th place squad.
Is this the one? But they have to fight against Godlike for the compound.
Here they go, folks. S2G battling it out with Godlike. Kamikaze getting caught by the nade. A devastating blow. And the finish. It's S-Power looking to crush the dreams of S2G.
Another S-Power ruining the dreams for S2G. And Turkey may have it all dashed here, has lost the last to stand. God Power putting an end to the run, but he's still got one more player. A little bit of fire left in the heart, but it is not enough. S2G are done!
A massive blow to the lobby, so close to winning this tournament in the past 2 matches, and they go out as the second team in the last game. All eyes are on those leaderboards to see if they can hang on. Meanwhile, 4 Thrives looking to tear this up as they are putting in the work onto Godlike.
Oh, a little bit of burn, a little bit too hot underfoot, but it's just S-Power now. We've seen what he can do with these nades. Can he do it again?
Looks good.
Nade out the window, doesn't get the knock. T24 still launching himself forwards. This is a madman.
S-Power though, ain't done yet. This man is a one-man army putting in the work for eliminations. He's finding the angles. He cannot be stopped. It's S-Power, baby.
We stamp our mark here on Thermopylae. S-Power, Leonidas, a king amongst kings. They can't quite make that top spot, but my God, they can give it a thrill.
Woo! S-Power showing the whole world he's got the stuff. He's got what it takes. And refusing to go down here in the last match of this tournament.
Meanwhile, teams across the board are making their way to the zone. 3 teams still in that smash potential. Nongshim have lost a player. Through all of that chaos, they are down to 3. Aurora out on the western side. North Hills of Los Leones. E-Arena, they're in the shadow of La Bendita. Right near to this fight on the northwest side of this, where S2G used to be. S-Power now has to deal with Orangutan.
Woo, but this man is I'm telling you, by himself, putting in so much work, but IQ finally shutting down the monster that is S-Power.
Finally taking a final breath within the lobby. And Admino now, the Lone Ranger for Godlike, to try and ladder up. Maybe jump past Ulf with 6 elims on card. They might have a chance here. Orangutan looking to do the same, but they've only got 2 players. You can see off in the distance, though, a crash from E-Arena. Moving over towards Ida. Ida doesn't quite find it. As Godlike do get eliminated, but there's one. And get into the fight. In the meantime, IQ, the last player alive for 4 Thrives. This has been a devastating position for so many, and IQ wants to dish out a little bit more pain here. Around the corner, spots the shotgun-wielding player from Orangutan, but nobody steps out through the threshold, goes for it, darts in, and nobody's connecting. Jukes, they're not figuring out whose turn it is.
IQ putting in the work there with the shotgun, ends up getting some more shots on the WizCon, finds the angle.
Nice.
IQ making the plays here at the end. And it looks like they just might do it. When it comes to Nongshim Red Force, though, it's up to 1 single player, and it's none other than Hyunbin.
He needs a Herculean effort to do it. Aurora getting rolled up on by Furia. Oh no, Dark is down. Top is low. Seoul needs to anchor for them, but he's fallen too. And Aurora are crumbling.
Top goes down. It's down to 1 single player for Aurora Gaming to make this happen. Nongshim Red Force are out. 1 player from Aurora, 3 from E-Arena, and S2G trying to hold on. It's up to Reefus all by himself. They're looking in his direction. He's got to move. He's getting shot up. That's it. He's got to get the shots.
Oh, it's so close. He gets the spray. And there goes the other with the nade. Reefus is down. And now it's only E-Arena who can take it away from S2G. They need a chicken dinner, but down is Joker. They have to hold the middle because they are in the center.
Oh, and you could see S2G, the nerves at an all-time high. E-Arena, though, on the move. Full lay down. It's down to the duo. They have 137 points right now. This is going to be very difficult for them, but this duo is still alive. If they somehow steal this win, it's tournament over, and E-Arena will win a world title for Thailand.
But it's looking much more likely that Turkey will be able to take that global stage by storm. At the top of the tables right now, S2G denied their chicken dinners, but will still eat hearty tonight if E-Arena fall by the wayside here.
They started the day at the top of the pile, but they are getting slowly whittled down with 2 players left.
30K.
30K goes low, but stays up for a moment longer. And these elims are getting away. They are just slowly creeping down. And the arena are low. Down goes Foreman for S2G. It's only 30K who can take it away from them. And he is in the fight.
The crowd is excited. They're on their feet. S2G making some noise here. As it's 1 player left. 1 30K that is in the way of a world championship title. And that is it! That is it, folks! Your PUBG Mobile World Cup and Esports World Cup 2026 champions are S2G!
The Titans from Turkey will reign supreme in Paris. They will take that trophy, they will bring it back, and they will hold their line. Denied so many times today, but in the final moments, they were able to sit back. I don't think they were relaxed, but they will take the top spot.
They're gonna go home with $500,000 and plenty of time to regrow those nails on their fingers, baby. That is what I'm talking about. Twice they could have won this. You can see the looks on their faces thinking there's no way we lost this tournament. Are you kidding me? But consistency pays off.
They were able to keep it under control. The teams at the top could not go the distance. They did not have the stamina. And Tiamba looking to close this one out, looking like they're in control. And again, what a resurgence from Tiamba in the final day. It's looking like they might take that 5th place just outside of the top spots as they're closing us down. But again, the story is all Turkey, all day, S2G!
They've done it! S2G, hang on! And are your champions live here in Paris, France. Man, did they deserve it. Working so hard, game after game. Almost winning it by Smash. But it's points that hang on, the tears ring out, and let's take it on over to the studio to wrap this one up.